In today's episode, I'm going to take you through importing a CT and walk you through the dashboard. So when you open 3Mensio, this is the dashboard, and you have your study list on the left-hand side, and then you have your workflows, so your local archive and import, which we'll go into after. Then we have all the patient data that you have in there. So this is a new file. We have like a new email kind of icon. Then if you do have a save session, you'll have the session tool icon and that will be there. Then you have all the patient details like their name, their date of birth, all the kind of details to do with the patient. Then you have the study date and what kind of modality it is. So you can actually look at CT, MRI, ultrasound, or any kind of X-ray images as well, which is really handy if you are analyzing cases. Then we have the series, how many images there are. You can also add tags and then see how big the file is. This is really important to make sure you are getting all the data that you've been provided and that everything imports properly. So this patient has two series available for the aortic section. It's a systolic and a diastolic. And then we also have the access CT. We can scroll up and down and see the extent of that series. We can also change the contrast and brightness. However, just remembering this is not how we actually start the case. It's just seeing what's available to you. Again, these are only demonstration cases, so they're not very big. I haven't included 50 series that I may have had available, just the bare minimum for what I need to show. Then we can see that this other case only has one series. So we will need to check that it is a systolic phase before proceeding to do our analysis. However, if you do want to toggle and change and see what comes up at the top, you can change the name or click up or down to sort the files. But in case you do want to import a new CT that's not already there, then you can come over to your import toggle on the workflow and you can either browse and find this either in a CD, USB, or somewhere on your hard drive. So for this one here, I have this example case. I would select this folder, making sure the DICOM file is inside that folder. Otherwise, it will not recognize it. Then we can see that patient's coming up there, and then I would just have to double click and import it to bring it into my local archive. However, there is another way to bring CTs into 3Mensio. And this is commonly done for cases which are a zip folder like this one here. This is not seen on 3Mensio because doesn't recognize the DICOM file. So you just right click on it and then find the copy to 3Mensio and it will start importing. So you can see it down on the bottom left of the screen at your import queue and it will start importing it into the program. It will tell you the status. This is where you can find any errors or anything like that as well. But if you do have any errors, I do suggest going back to re-import it again, or if you need to get another copy of the CT, then you will need to go back to your radiology clinic or however you got it to get another copy. Most of the time it works pretty well. There doesn't seem to be many issues. So you can locate whichever file you're after in the local archive after it's done. I hope that it was helpful for you. If not, have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below.